Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Chapter 9, The Midnight Duel. Flying lessons begin. As the second week of classes begins, the first-year students finally get to experience something they've been eagerly anticipating: flying lessons. Only Gryffindor and Slytherin students are scheduled together, which means Harry and Ron are joined by Draco Malfoy, Crabbe, and Goyle. The lesson takes place on the school grounds. Madam Hooch, the flying instructor, teaches them how to summon their brooms by shouting, "Up!" Most students struggle, but Harry's broom rises immediately into his hand. This small success earns him a few envious looks, especially from Malfoy. Madam Hooch demonstrates the proper flying technique and warns them about the dangers of broomstick accidents. But the lesson quickly goes off course when Neville Longbottom, always nervous and clumsy, loses control of his broom and is launched into the air. He crashes hard, breaking his wrist and getting rushed to the hospital wing. Malfoy's taunt and the stolen Remembrall. While Neville is being taken away, Malfoy spots Neville's Remembrall, a glass ball that glows red when you've forgotten something, and steals it, mocking Neville in front of the class. Malfoy, seeking attention and showing off, takes to the air with the Remembrall, taunting Harry. Even though Madam Hooch had strictly warned no one to fly without supervision, Harry mounts his broom and chases after Malfoy. Not out of anger, but out of instinct. As Malfoy throws the Remembrall into the air, Harry dives at breakneck speed, zooming toward the ground. And catches it with a spectacular one-handed grab just inches before hitting the earth. The Slytherins are stunned. The Gryffindors cheer. But before Harry can celebrate, Professor McGonagall arrives, furious. She's seen him fly and assumes he's broken the rules. McGonagall's surprise. But instead of punishing Harry, Professor McGonagall rushes him off, not to scold, but to recruit him for the Gryffindor Quidditch team. She introduces Harry to Oliver Wood, the team captain, and tells him that Harry will become the team's new seeker, the youngest in a century. She even says that his father, James Potter, was a brilliant Quidditch player too. Harry is stunned. What began as an act of defiance becomes a moment of glory. He's now part of a Hogwarts Quidditch team, and not just any position, but the Seeker, one of the most important roles. Malfoy challenges Harry. Later that day, Harry's good fortune only makes Draco Malfoy more bitter. Malfoy challenges Harry to a wizard's duel, at midnight in the trophy room. Ron eagerly volunteers to be Harry's second, a kind of duel partner or assistant, and they accept the challenge, even though they don't know how dueling actually works. Hermione, overhearing this plan, strongly disapproves. She tries to stop them, reminding them they could be expelled if caught out of bed after curfew. But when she fails to convince them, she follows them through the portrait hole, whispering angry warnings. Eventually, Neville joins them too, having forgotten the password to get back into the Gryffindor common room. The midnight duel that never happened. The group sneaks through the dark castle corridors, barely avoiding trouble. When they reach the trophy room, there's no sign of Malfoy. He never planned to show up. It was a trap. Suddenly, Filch and Mrs. Norris appear, having been tipped off. The students run for their lives, sneaking through the corridors in the pitch-dark castle. They end up hiding behind a statue, nearly getting caught, and eventually reach a forbidden corridor on the third floor. The three-headed dog. As they run into the third-floor corridor, they find themselves trapped, only to discover a locked door. Hermione uses magic to open it, and they rush inside. Only to come face to face with something terrifying, a gigantic three-headed dog, enormous and growling, standing guard over a trapdoor. The students panic and scramble out, slamming the door shut behind them. Hearts racing, they flee back to the Gryffindor common room. Hermione, furious, scolds them for their recklessness, but also points out something important: the dog was guarding something, and that something must be under the trapdoor.